Hello you all, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video. And so I hit y'all with 2 videos in a day because I'm making up for lost time, okay? That haul really put me all the way back, okay? I was supposed to be recording these videos, but we're here right now, so that's all that matters. So let me just say happy Sunday to y'all. So yeah, hopefully y'all have had a lovely, prosperous week so far. And it was something that transpired this past week, and I wanted to come talk about it because I know that I got majority of ladies on my channel, and I did say that I was going to make it a point to come every once in a while and talk about safety tips for women, how to keep ourselves safe out here, because we are living in a very wickedly kind of world. And we already touched a couple of times on my channel. For the ones that have been on my channel for a while, y'all know I have talked about this sexism movement with men, this hatred that they have for women, a certain type of woman. You know, it was something that took place with me earlier this week that I wanted to come talk to you ladies about, and it just kind of made me revisit the video that I made. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, where I talked about a dangerous encounter I had with this guy that was trying to talk to me, and I basically rejected him, and he was basically threatening to assault me because I rejected him. And so I basically not really had a situation like that happen again, but I came across a situation with an overly aggressive guy, and I wanted to come talk to you ladies about this. I know that I can't be the only one to deal with things like this. What happened was I had my headphones on one day and I was just out and about, and it was this guy that spoke to me. Now, you know, when we have our headphones on, we can't hear nothing, but at the same token time, I had my headphones on, but they weren't loud enough, so I could see him, but I wasn't really paying him no mind. I'm in my music, I'm jamming, so I didn't even know that this guy was trying to speak to me. So immediately, just by looking at the body language and the facial expressions of this dude, I could tell he was getting frustrated. And so I turned my music down a little bit. I'm like, let me see what's going on. I have always been extremely observant and just aware of my surroundings. I literally pay attention to everything that's going on around me. And so I'm like, let me turn this down a little bit, because sometimes us ladies, we don't be paying attention. And that's how you can become a target for situations like this. It was other people around, and this dude got to just immediately just going off. He had an attitude. You know how it be when people be talking at you. They don't be talking directly to you, but you can tell when they're in the room with other people, they basically throwing off their aggression to you, but they talking to another person. So that's basically what he was doing, talking out the side of his neck, saying little stuff. Oh, I don't like the women here, da da da, this and that. He kept talking about Cali or something like that. He's like, I like the women in Cali, I like the people in Cali, they way more friendlier, something to that effect. And I'm just sitting up here thinking, like, first of all, when you tried to speak to me, I didn't hear you because I had my headphones on. And second of all, this is the one thing that I don't like about men, certain types of men, and we're gonna get into it. They feel like you are obligated to give them the time of day or to give them attention. Whether I heard you speak to me or not, I'm not obligated to give you attention. I don't have to talk to you if I don't want to. And see, this is the thing, because y'all already know through my channel that I'm really a kind person. If a person stopped me and tried to speak to me, say hello, I don't mind saying hello. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no rude person. But at the same token time, this dude was doing too much. He was talking to this other guy, and it was just like he was just going on and on, talking about how he don't like certain types of women. Oh, and then he got to go into the aesthetics. Y'all know them overly emotional, sexism kind of men. Oh, I hate women that look this certain way. Oh, he went into the whole spiel. Oh, I don't like women that wear wigs, you know, stuff. It just kept going. He's basically directing his energy at me, and I was paying attention because I was trying to be aware, but at the same token time, I wasn't, because I already know he was just doing that to try to get a reaction out of me. And that was what basically inspired this video, where I want to come talk to you ladies, where I say I feel like we need to revisit this conversation, because we're in a day and times now to where men don't like rejection. Okay, this man was basically giving off energy that he did not like the fact that I did not speak back to him, and he was going to try to do everything he can to try to throw off his negative energy. I wasn't receiving it because, like I said, I wasn't really paying him no attention. And on top of that, it just made me think, like, this is how a lot of women are losing their lives, just by rejecting a dude. And so basically I wanted to come and give you ladies some tips on how to deal with situations like this. You may be dealing with an overly aggressive guy, whether this may be at work, school, just anywhere. And some dudes don't know what the word no means. And I think I may go into a couple of instances where I had a situation like this and how I dealt with it, because I told y'all I grew up in the city, and that's another thing I wanted to point out about him that he kept on talking about. He went into this whole spiel about, now mind you, I don't think he noticed that I had headphones in my ear. I got my headphones turned all the way down, so I'm listening to everything this guy is saying. He going to this whole spiel of talking about, oh, that's why I don't like women here now. I don't like these type of women. I don't like that type of woman, fake type of women. And then he said something about, oh yeah, because I'm from the city. I'm from Chicago. And I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, like, what that supposed to mean? And see, this is the thing. When somebody say that they from Chicago, a lot of times they say that as a threat, because they know that a lot of people from the city, the inner city, specifically the hood, they real gutter, they down for whatever, they'll be ready to square it up with you in a minute. So the fact that he was coming at me with this kind of energy, I was just like, you look like a whole fool, like a whole goofy. Little do you know I'm from the city too. I'm not no hood girl. I'm not finna get down in the dirt with you and argue with you because I didn't hear you say hello to me and I didn't speak back to you. I'm not obligated to give you the time of day. And that's how them men act. He kept on talking about where he was from. I was just sitting up thinking, like, little do you know, I got brothers, okay? Did pull up on you within a quickness if you keep talking out the side of your neck to me. Because see, this is the thing. A lot of men like this overly aggressive men, they like to size you up, especially if you are by yourself. If they feel like they can try to threaten you in any type of way or come at you aggressively and stuff like that, they just don't know. Like, little do you know, I got some brothers, okay? Some brothers that they don't play about me, okay? And for the ones that's watching this video, if you are a lady and you got male relatives, whether that may be a brother, a cousin, uncle, you already know that they'll be ready to pull up about you. So basically how you deal with certain situations like this is, if you are dealing with a dude that's overly aggressive, as hard as it may be, because I know when the man coming at you and with this aggressiveness, this negative energy, like basically, are you gonna give me the time of day? That's how he coming at you. It's hard for you to keep your composure. It's hard for you not to say nothing. It's hard for you not to match his energy, basically, because that's what he want. He want a negative energy exchange from you, and so you don't give him that. And so this is how you do it. As hard as it may be for some of you ladies, stay calm. Do not come out of character for this guy, because like I was explaining in this video, this dude came off real aggressively. A lot of times you are not dealing with a full deck of cards with this type of man. He ain't got all his marbles. He may want to snap out and do something to you if you feed into the negativity. If you try to match his energy, if you say something to him, like basically trying to check him, you never know how that situation can play out. Like I said, this is how a lot of women have lost their lives. A lot of women have lost their lives. They might have just been calm, but at the same token time, don't come into my space, don't bother me, I got a man, or whatever the case may be. And that's another thing too. The whole I got a man phrase that us ladies use when we trying to get rid of a dude, that don't work a lot of times with men. Men like this that I'm talking about in this video, they ain't trying to hear that you got a man, okay? That is the oldest trick in the book, and a lot of men are not going to fall for it. Now, you will have some men that will be respectful, which I feel like every man should be. If a lady is letting you know that she's not interested in you and that she wants you to leave her alone, she is not obligated to speak to you if she don't want to. You can call her a B, you can call her rude, stuck up, whatever you want to call it. She do not have to speak to you if she don't want to. Point blank, period, okay? That's why a lot of these men are like this out here today. Because, and this is another thing I could say I have observed about the dynamics between men and women. Women have more emotional maturity than men. That's one thing I could say I have noticed. Men are extremely sensitive. They're not this tough masculine men like they may lead on. Yeah, it may look that way on the outside, but at the same token time, certain men are extremely sensitive to rejection. and you never know how that situation can play out. So staying calm in these certain situations is what's going to 9 times out of 10 save your life. Okay? So I wanted to come talk to you ladies about this tonight, because us ladies, we always got to stay 10 steps ahead when it comes to our safety with men like this. These will be the type of men that will seriously try to do some sort of bodily harm to you if you reject them. So if you just stay calm. And then another thing too, and I've said this in my previous videos before, and a lot of you ladies may not agree with this, but this is something that has always worked for me. When you are dealing with a dude like this, sometimes, not all of the time, when you are dealing with a situation like this is where your discernment comes in, and your intuition, being able to read a person. You got to be able to read this guy. You got to know what you're dealing with. This is the times to where you have to have street smarts when it comes to protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Saving your life. Sometimes you may have to be just a little bit friendly with this guy to let him know that he can't have a chance, just so that he can leave you alone. Now, we are going to get into the whole phone number situation. Let's say, for instance, you went to a gas station, something like that, or you may be out doing some random, like you may be grocery shopping, you may be at the mall, or just something to where you are encountering men. They're trying to approach you, get your number, take you out, stuff like that. But you may not be interested in this dude. You may or may not have a guy. It don't matter. It's up to you whether you want to talk to this dude or not. Okay, and he should respect that. But should you come across a situation to where this dude is being overly aggressive with you, and I know a lot of y'all ladies may not agree with this, what I'm about to say, but give him your number. The right number. And that's going to lead me into my next point. Do not give this dude the wrong number. Do not do that. Okay? I know that you're not feeling this dude like that. I know you want this dude to leave you alone so that you can go about your day. But a lot of situations have went left from women giving a man the wrong number. Okay? They up on it. I'm telling you. Men, when they want your number these days, and this is another thing too I have noticed lately with men trying to approach you. They don't ask for your number no more. They ask for your social media. That's another way that men have been trying to connect with women. This is my whole take with it. When it comes to giving a dude your number, give him the right number. What you choose to do after the fact, that's on you. But make sure that you make a smart choice. Make sure that you are out of this dude's eyesight before you decide to either block him or just whatever. But please do not give this dude the wrong number. This is another thing too I wanted to say, because I feel like a lot of ladies, you might have grew up a certain way, you might have grew up in certain environments to where you really don't know how to handle certain situations like this, and you can be protecting yourself by using these tips. So let's say, for instance, you're dealing with a situation like this with an overly aggressive guy. You keep ignoring him, okay? Basically telling him in a nonverbal way to leave you alone, and he is not getting the hint. He's not going to leave you alone. So one thing I have always done, and like I said, y'all ladies, y'all don't have to take my advice, but I'm telling you, this is something that has always worked for me. You got to be just a little bit open and friendly with this dude. Because if you give off any indications that you are not interested in him, and that you basically snubbing him, you rejecting him, I'm telling you, you do not want this dude to get the idea that you are rejecting him. Not a dude like this, the one that I'm talking about in this video. I said earlier that some men are going to respect the fact that you don't want to be bothered. But a lot of men, they're not going to take no for an answer. So how you going to maneuver yourself up out of this situation? Be a little friendly. You just maybe a little playful joke with them or something like that. Just be like, oh, I got a man. My man don't really like for me to have friends, but you know, you just give me your number. And if it don't work out between me and him, then maybe we can get together, you know, something like that. Because like I said, when you are dealing with an overly aggressive man, any little tinge of rejection that you give him, he's gonna probably fly off the handle. Okay, so you want to save your life, because a lot of women that's listening to this video, they may be like, girl, I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. I ain't obligated to give nobody my attention or my number, which is not. I told you, you are not obligated to. But certain types of men, you got to know what you're dealing with. Okay, this is where your street smarts come in at. This is how you are going to save your life a lot of times. Okay, I've told you, I'm from the inner city. I've dealt with certain situations like this, and I know other women that have dealt with situations like this to where it has either went left or they got up out of the situation in one piece. You want to be able to walk away in one piece. You don't want this dude to do nothing crazy to you, because he not wrapped tight. All the screws ain't up there. So just being a little bit friendly with him, this is where your acting skills got to come on. Baby, you better become the best actress with this dude in order to get him away from you. He's going to keep it going. He's going to keep trying to flirt with you. He's going to try to keep you there. He's going to try to keep trying to conversate with you. I got to go. You're trying to hold me up. Call me later. We can get to know each other a little bit later. I'm trying to go shopping. Just be real friendly. Even though you are not in the least remotely attracted to this guy, you're not feeling him like that. You want him to leave you alone. But at the same token time, you're thinking in the back of your head, like, I don't want this dude to do nothing to me. Dudes have unalived women. So many different types of ways they done women dirty just from the slightest form of a rejection. You want to walk away untouched, unscathed. Okay, so just like the situation I told you about earlier, there wasn't nothing that was too extreme. All he was doing was just talking. But a lot of times in a situation like this, how you choose to respond is going to determine how the outcome plays out. Okay, it's going to save your life. You don't want this dude to do anything to you. Okay, you want to be able to go to wherever you're trying to go. You want to get there safely. Certain situations like this, so where you feel like this dude may be a threat, do not be afraid to drop your location to your family members, your brothers, your cousins, your uncles. Okay, let them know, yeah, you may need to pull up and come handle something. Okay, if it gets to that certain situation, do not be afraid to drop your location while trying to play friendly. Now I'm telling you, you got to put on your acting skills. While you are acting, drop your location to your family, your male relatives, the ones that you know that don't play about you, and go on about your day and do whatever it is that you got to do. And we're just going to get into another part of this video of something that I have noticed over the years that I have been wanting to come and talk on my channel about for a while. These men that keep steady coming and complaining about certain types of women. Oh, they don't like this type of woman. High maintenance women, polished women, you know, women that they put pride in their appearance. They care about how they look. Men seem to have an issue with women like that. Men seem to feel rejected by those type of women. Whenever a man tells you that he don't like a certain type of woman, that is a complete lie. Okay, and now I'm speaking from experience. These men that be getting on here talking about they don't like women that wear wigs, makeup, fake nails, stuff like that. That is a lie. Okay, they come and say something on social media. You go to their social media platform, it tells a completely different story. His entire following list is full of women that he claimed that he do not like. That lets you know right there, okay, that men hate rejection. It is not that he don't like these type of women. He has been rejected by these type of women. That's why he has a issue with them. That's why he has so much aggression towards women like that. So please take that into account. Pay attention to certain people's behavior. I said, and I'm not going to go back on nothing that I said. I said a man's social media says a lot about who he is, how he carry himself online, how he speak on women is going to let you know what you are dealing with. That's where this whole hatred, sexism energy come from with these men. It's always the high maintenance woman that they don't want. For the ladies that know, they know that that is a complete lie. The main ones that be barking about the type of women they want, they be staying in women DMs. This woman do not want you. You've been trying to get with her for years now. She steady keep on rejecting you, not replying to none of your messages. You still keep on messaging her. These be the main men that be talking about they don't like certain type of women. No, you don't like this woman because she rejected you. That's why. You do like these type of women. It's just that she rejected you, and that's where all this negative energy and this aggression is coming from. Ladies, because this is a thing. Because these men be playing a lot of man games. And I think I said I was going to come on my channel. Y'all know I don't really talk about relationships that much on my channel, but I do feel like I should come on once in a while and give some dating tips to you ladies, some safety tips, how to maneuver with these men out here, because a lot of them, they just be capping. They just be yapping and running their mouth. Don't let no man send you off and tell you that he don't like this certain type of woman. Oh, she a hoe, she this and that. All she do is try to get social media attention. She out here, she doing this and she doing that. But he stay in her DMs. He up on every picture that she posts online trying to holler. But he told you that he don't like them type of women. But that's all he follow on his social media. Do not believe that lie that he don't like a certain type of woman. Okay? And I don't really have to say this too much. The ladies, they know, they know. Okay? Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. Okay? But, yeah. Basically sum up this video. These aggressive men are dangerous. Please stay as far away from this as possible. And this is another thing too. Because I'm talking to my IG baddies, I'm talking to my models, I'm talking to my beauty influencers. You know, you may have a lot of male followers and you tend to get a lot of attention because of that. Please pay attention to stuff like this, because this is another thing that was dropped on my spirit that I wanted to come talk about. Okay, we having a girl talk, we having a rant tonight. Okay, so pay attention to what it got posted online. If this dude keep on posting hate speeches about women, I don't like them hoes that be wearing wigs and weaves and makeup. All bees be fake these days. You don't know who real these days. I want me a real woman. It's natural and da-da-da-da and this and that. You wop-de-wop-de-wop, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Like I said, that overly aggressive, cannon energy. Pay attention to stuff like that. Block certain men like that off your social media. Okay, you don't like that type of woman, but why are you following me? Okay, get on somewhere. Your little mad tricks and manipulation ain't gonna work with me. I don't care about the type of woman that you don't want, and I'm still not gonna give you the time of day because I'm not obligated to. Y'all women need to take y'all power back. And see, this is another thing too I have noticed with certain women trying to compete for a man's attention. Y'all be trying to compete for men that are no good. Y'all be trying to compete for men like this that I'm speaking about in this video. You think if you get in the comments or up on the video and try to cap for this man, basically try to be capped and save him for this disrespectful man. He has a hatred for women. And you think you gonna get some type of brownie points to go get the time of the day with this man because he said he don't like these type of women. Do not entertain the man that give off vibes that he has a hatred for a woman or disdain for certain types of women. It does not matter how much you may be attracted to this dude. He is dangerous 9 times out of 10. Don't think for 1 second that this man does not have any sort of like or admiration for this type of woman, because otherwise he wouldn't be giving off this aggressive kind of energy. He wouldn't be so pressed if she wasn't his type. So I'm just coming and I'm keeping it real and I'm being honest. If she was not his type and he did not like this type of woman, he would not be wasting all that energy trying to come at her sideways. So don't let him play no manipulation man game with you, where a lot of women be getting their feelings hurt because, and this probably gonna be another video, because some of y'all be getting upset because y'all see that y'all men may follow certain women online, or and I've said this in the past before, to where I said do not address another woman about your man. That's going to make you look crazy. That's going to make you look desperate. If this man is being disrespectful to you on social media and he's supposed to be in a relationship with you, he's already showing you and telling you everything you need to know about him. So don't bring another woman, a stranger, that 9 times out of 10 probably don't even know your man, into a situation like this. Because I'm telling you, when it comes to these overly aggressive men that are just creeps, the situation don't never end good dealing with stuff like that. But it's just so crazy the day and times that we are living in right now with these men, where they really do seem to have a hatred for women. Whenever you are dealing with a situation like this, or you encounter a guy like this, please understand that he has a lot of internal issues going on. He may have mommy issues to where, or just issues with women in general, to where he had been scarred by them, and so he don't know how to maneuver and form healthy connections with women in general. Okay, and so that's something that you want to take into account. You want to keep yourself safe. Should you come across a situation like this with an overly aggressive guy, whether it may be out in the real world or online, keep yourself safe. You reject this guy, he may try to fan you. Let's say, for instance, you are an IG model, you are a popular influencer, and you may have a lot of people, you may not know who's following you. You may have stalkers, you know what I'm saying, online stalkers, people that may be watching you out in public, you may not know. Y'all ladies need to keep yourself safe. I'm really mainly talking to models, nightlife kind of women. You got to keep yourself safe.
Please help me! Please help me!
Confirming today that 30-year-old Shanti Dixon was found death. Just next to the dead-end road where she was found on is where Dixon lived. IMPD arresting 29-year-old Francisco Valadez for allegedly killing Dixon. Police say he was her rideshare driver and picked her up around 3:30 in the morning to take her home, but she never made it.
This is another thing too I wanted to talk about, online dating. I feel like there should probably be a separate video. I don't know if y'all tired of me reading, but it's just stuff that just be dropped on my spirit, and I feel like I have to speak on it right away. But the whole online dating stuff, that's dangerous. Okay, I think I talked about this with y'all years ago, where I said online dating, that's a no-no. If you're doing it, please stop. Please stop. Please stop meeting random men from online. Tinder, Bumble, Facebook date, whatever that. Like I said, at the end of the day, you grown, you can do whatever you want, but my suggestion to you and my advice to you is that you don't do it. That is extremely dangerous. No, I have never dated anyone from online, because I value my safety, I value my life. And I have heard so many situations and news stories about women that have lost their lives from online dating. Protect yourself. There's too many people out here in the free real world that you can go meet out in public. You shouldn't feel like you have to go online. You can go outside and meet a man. He's going to approach you. And this is another thing too that I want to come talk to you ladies about. This is really a lady to lady, a woman to woman conversation. Okay? Way beyond girl talk. We ain't little girls no more. We grown women on this channel. Okay? So you don't want to come across as being desperate by choosing to date people online, because some of y'all may not want to hear this, but I'm sorry. Y'all know I come and keep it real 100 with y'all. But when you date online, people are going to assume that you are desperate. Okay? If you cannot go out in the real world and meet somebody and it be a genuine connect, you can't get no read, or you can't get a read or a discernment off of a person's spirit online. You are putting yourself in a dangerous situation, and you are taking a gamble with your life by doing it. Please don't date online. Please don't do it. Okay? Delete all them dating apps. And I know you sitting up here thinking like, girl, you must be talking from experience. I have never dated anyone online. Anybody I've ever dated, had a relationship with, we met in person, organically. You want to get a feel of this person, get a read on this person. You cannot do that through online. Okay? And a lot of times, and I'm sorry to say this, people that be dating online, men specifically, they always be something off with them. It be something wrong with them. It be them overly aggressive men that I told you about in the beginning of the video. Be ready to snap out and hurt you just for no reason. Okay? They can't meet no woman out in the real world. Don't no woman want them because they don't know how to approach women. They not respectful, so they go ahead and get on land and try to see what they can get. You don't want to be a victim. You don't want to be one of those women. They become a target for a guy like this. This guy is extremely dangerous. And you want to protect yourself, okay? And so that's just how I'm going to end the video. We may get into another part of this video. I feel like I talked long enough tonight. So yeah, that's just how I'm going to end it, y'all. As I always say, hopefully you got something from this video. Hopefully it helped you in some way. Continue to protect y'all soul and spirit. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.